Lunchly versus Lunchables.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Crunch Bar.
Whoa.
Feastables Crunch
Yeah!
Bar. Our pizza uses real cheese. Theirs, as it says on their box, is mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. They can't even call it real cheese.
Ooh.
We're also 30 less calories, 3 less grams of fat, and 8 less grams of sugar.
LY was hyped as the next Prime-style hit, just flipped into kids' lunch kits. And Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul were all tied to it. The pitch sounded massive. Crackers, meat, cheese, plus a bottle of Prime, all framed as a better take on classic Lunchables. The buzz was loud, the money talk went crazy, and people were throwing around billion-dollar expectations. But only weeks later, things started sliding fast. Health claims got questioned, parents spoke up, and some stores even pulled it after quality concerns.
Product Lunchly. It's a better for you lunch product that has Prime and Feastables and entree. Say it, you can stand up.
Popped up. Now, everyone's asking the same thing. Where is Lunchy today? Did it quietly slow down after reported sales drops near 80%? Or are they still trying to move it like nothing happened? Because from the jump, a lot of people felt uneasy about calling this whole thing wellness. Back in October 2023, the rollout went full blast. Logan and KSI were riding huge Prime momentum, numbers that had business analysts watching closely. And Mr. Beast posts once and suddenly tens of millions of views appear. The idea was simple. Copy the Lunchables format, swap the juice for Prime, lower sugar by 25%, and sell it as a smarter option. Parents noticed the buzzwords, kids locked onto the bright packaging, and retailers saw fast profit potential. Major stores cleared shelf space almost overnight, with some locations treating it like a tech launch, not a plastic snack tray. On the podcast, the trio was casually tossing around 9-figure pre-order talk like it was nothing. It was basically Prime 2.0 hype. But let's be real, who actually asked for a lunchbox pairing processed food with an influencer drink? That's where people started squinting. Food isn't merch, and you can't just talk slick and pretend certain label details don't matter. The real surprise didn't come from the ads, it came from the nutrition facts. Once it launched, the internet started digging fast. A Reddit post went viral pointing out a turkey kit with around 810 milligrams of sodium. For younger kids, that's a big chunk of a daily limit in one sitting, and that raised eyebrows quick. And that 25% less sugar line? Yeah, that math only works if you compare it to a very specific older kit. Side by side, the difference was tiny, almost a rounding thing. The real cheese talk also didn't hit like promised, reading more like a lab list than a fresh vibe. All still allowed, just not what people expected. Parents did what parents always do. They tested it at home, filmed it, and the verdict was loud. In blind taste.
Okay, so these ones are supposed to be good until December, and we just got them from the store. It says used by December 8th, 2024, and today's date is October 16th. So these are supposed to be good for like another 2 months. This is molded. That's mold. This is not safe, especially like kids that are so young. They may not know what mold looks like, so they might just eat it.
Tests. Regular Lunchables won, and if the so-called upgrade loses straight up, what's the point? And here's the wild part. While all this was unfolding, the trio kept posting like nothing was wrong. Mr. Beast, KSI, Logan, same energy. More freezer aisle clips, more we changed the...
Yeah, on the mold thing, here's the thing. We, every single Lunchly with cheese meat is USDA inspected. There is no mold when it leaves our factory. Yeah. Like, we have the highest QC standards imaginable. Like, what do we have? Why would we ship that out? Like, that doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean? And we obviously have the best experts in the world. I mean, even once these things came out, I mean, we brought even more. They're pouring up and down the lines, making sure everything's good. It's just, the thing is, here's a context a lot of people leave out. Look at, I don't want to name specific brands but take a specific brand that comes into your mind when you think of something like Lunchly, something that's very similar, specific brand, I don't know, other brands, competitors, and Google their name and put the word mold behind it. You'll see thousands upon thousands of examples. And that, I think, is a key context a lot of people leave out in this because they're acting like this is just a thing with us.
Game TikToks, more victory laps like the noise didn't exist. It felt like straight-up denial, or at least pretending certain nutrition words didn't exist online. Then things shifted fast. Independent lab tests showed trace amounts of lead in some kits, still within official limits, but experts jumped in.
Yeah, like I like my cheese moldy, bro.
Yo, when she saw that, she must have been jumping,
bro.
She must have been like,
Yo.
yes!
Yo, Roseanne.
Yes! Oh my God!
Bro, going at you guys or at Beast, you could get so many likes.
Quick, reminding everyone that any lead exposure for kids isn't ideal. That opened the door to more questions, including concerns about certain plastic-related chemicals used in packaging. Suddenly, that healthier brand image looked like it came straight out of a buzzword-heavy wellness thumbnail. But what really shattered trust was the mold. Videos of fuzzy green cheese started popping up everywhere.
Looks like crap to me while showing his toys that he sold to kids. How does this benefit your fans, Dan? Now, obviously, people didn't realize that I was shining a mirror in his face. Instead, they were like,
wait, you did the same as Dan. You made toys with Tube Heroes.
Like jump scares on people's feeds. Different stores, different locations, same issue. This wasn't one forgotten box in a fridge. And the response? Not a loud recall. It was a quiet,
and yes, that's fair, but I'm not the one complaining.
Well, okay then. He was talking about food, not merchandise and toys.
And I'm like, okay, sure. Let's keep moving the goalposts. But okay, did I reply to this? He was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly subbox full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what?
quality pause, pulling products without saying much. Each founder reacted differently. KSI joked, Logan brushed it off on podcasts blaming moisture.
Crackers, bro? You mad cause we made crackers? This is what you're mad about? Bruh. It's a turkey, real cheese, and cracker stack. And by the way, it's great.
And logistics, and Mr. Beast stayed silent. The cheese was messy, but the accountability was even messier. Let's talk numbers, because every hype run eventually meets a calculator. Year one retail sales landed around $92 million, which sounds huge until you remember they were casually talking about hitting $1 billion. That gap alone raised eyebrows fast. It felt like trying to toss a paper plane to the moon.
Gives a shit about Lunchly anymore, so I need you guys to run the video up anyway. I finally found the fucking cracker one that Lunchly had. I never had this one. I tried every other one in existence, and I never had the fucking main one because it was always sold out. Everybody, I guess, run the video up, but I just have a feeling nobody cares about this anymore.
And calling it a launch strategy. By the third quarter of the following year, revenue dropped hard, deep into double-digit declines. Stores weren't excited anymore. Shelves stayed full because shoppers weren't buying. People were nervous about ingredient talk, packaging concerns. And yeah, the infamous mold clips didn't help at all. And just when things were already shaky, the culture shift hit. DanTDM posted a blunt tweet calling out the product for being a bad deal for kids, and that message landed heavy.
That actually is so good. Fire.
One post, massive reaction, timeline on fire. KSI fired back with toy comparison screenshots, but that move didn't really connect. Comparing plastic toys to packaged food wasn't the same lane. Even Jacksepticeye got pulled into the discussion, and at that point, the narrative was already slipping fast. I jumped in with that unspoken rule energy. You come at Dan, you're stepping into all of YouTube. And once Dan spoke up, Jack, creators, and the wider internet piled on fast. The criticism hit hard, and the brand's image took serious damage almost overnight. Logan tried firing back with Reddit posts, tweets, and even factory footage showing tests for harmful substances. But none of it really shifted public opinion. Even Mr. Beast dropped a thread. But instead of calming things down, it read more like a polished promo than a real response. And people noticed. After about a month or two of nonstop chatter, Ali just vanished. So is LY officially done? Not on paper. The website still exists, and you might randomly spot a kit online here and there, like a rare Pokemon sighting. But that massive $1 million vision? Completely gone. The memes lasted longer than the product ever did. Parents were promised better choices, retailers were promised fast sales, and kids were promised fun, but none of it really landed. At the end of the day, this was processed food wrapped in electrolyte buzzwords, rushed straight through the meme grinder, and the internet clocked it fast. The satisfying part isn't that it fell off, it's why it fell off. Facts, ingredient labels, taste, and basic safety concerns finally beat flashy storytelling. And that's a big lesson. Next time a creator says they reinvented food, don't just watch the TikTok, flip the box and actually read it. If the numbers add up, cool. If the cheese looks off, that might be your answer right there. So yeah, as of 2025, LY isn't officially shut down, but it's basically invisible. No hype, no buzz, no real demand. If they announce it's done for good soon, nobody's gonna be shocked. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one.